Yo, what's up guys? So we have some pretty big Apple news for you. There's a new iPad Pro coming this year in the fourth quarter of 2020. We'll also be talking about the iPhone 12 as well. So if you want to stay up to date with all of the latest Apple news, give this video a like, also get subscribed and hit that notification bell button. That will give you updates as soon as any of our content is released. But let's get into the video. Are you getting this really annoying spinning ball of death on your Apple computer? Yes, we have all been there, but I've actually been using a program called Clean My Mac X, and ever since I started using that program, I've never seen that ugly rainbow cursor again. Clean My Mac X allows you to clean up space on your hard drive, protect your Mac from malware, and speed up your device to work as it did on day one of purchase. There's also a ton of other features as well, so go check out the link down below for more info. Okay, so as you know, Apple just released the 2020 iPad Pro 11 and 12.9 inch models. And with those new iPad Pros, we saw the addition of new cameras. So it has a 2-camera array, just like the iPhone 11. We have a new LiDAR sensor, which will handle better AR experiences and better photos with true depth built right in. So you're gonna get really good portrait photos. And then we saw a new A12Z chip. But for most people, this was pretty lackluster and not really a reason to upgrade if they had the 2018 iPad Pros. There's not really much that is new here. So Apple is still working on the 2020 iPad Pro. There is one piece of technology they wanted to include, and they are going to later this year. That is mini LED technology. Now, mini LED is a little bit like OLED, but not quite OLED. Mini LED technology allows for deeper blacks, but not to the quality of OLED, but it's way better than LED. So mini LED will provide a better experience color-wise. So for photo and video editors, this would be an absolute dream to have on the iPad. Okay, so where is this information coming from? There's actually a company called Innolux LED. They make mini LED displays. They've been working with Apple and they are in Apple's supply chain. Basically, they made this new mini LED for the iPad, sent samples to Apple back in February, and Apple approved them and actually ordered a ton of them for the 2020 iPad Pro coming later this year in the fourth quarter. Now, Epistar, also a company in Apple's supply chain, they make backlighting for LED displays. They confirmed that the 12.9 inch model of the iPad Pro in 2020 in the fourth quarter would be coming with mini LED technology. So 12.9 inch, that's the only size that we're going to get this technology. Why is that? Well, it might be a replacement for the 13 inch MacBook Pro. Stay with me here. The mini LED technology provides deeper blacks, better colors, and would be better for a pro user doing photo or video editing. So if a pro user is on a 13-inch MacBook Pro and let's say they want to edit some Photoshop photos on the iPad instead of using their MacBook, you get better battery life, a better experience. You can use the Apple Pencil, all of that. Well, that would be a much better experience on the iPad Pro, and this technology is for that type of user. Now, this raises two pretty big questions when it comes to the iPad Pro. Why would Apple release an iPad Pro in March 2020 and then one in November or December of 2020, the fourth quarter? The second question is, should you hold off for the iPad coming later this year because you don't want to upgrade now and then have your device basically become insignificant later this year? Well, I'll give you guys a simple answer. The iPad coming later this year with mini LED technology is for very pro users. There's likely going to be a hike on the price tag of that iPad Pro for very specific reasons. As I said before, this is for video or photo editors. It will provide better colors, more accurate colors, and possibly be brighter for the work of photo and video work. So if you guys are here in March and you need something productivity wise like an iPad Pro to basically switch away from a desktop or laptop PC or another Mac like a Mac or MacBook Pro, I definitely go for the switch now because you need a productivity tool now, and the iPad coming later this year probably won't suit your needs unless you are doing photo or video work. Now, there have been other reports of a rumored 5G iPad Pro coming later this year in 2020, along with an upgrade of an A14X Bionic chip. These reports are a little bit less substantial than the reports that we saw directly from Apple's supply chain regarding the mini LED technology. So I'm definitely going to go with the mini LED technology theories. and say that we are going to see an iPad Pro released later in the fourth quarter with mini LED technology. Now, lastly, we'll talk about the iPhone 12, more specifically the release date of the iPhone 12. And with everything going on in the world right now, it's basically expected for the iPhone 12 to be delayed. But reports from Apple's supply chain are actually saying that the iPhone 12 is on schedule. We should be seeing an announcement and an official release later in the fall of 2020. So that's some really good news coming directly from Apple's supply chain, but they also warned that there are some unforeseen events that might occur in between now and the summertime when they start production of the iPhone 12. So there still might be delays, but according to Apple's supply chain, as of right now, they are on schedule for a release later this fall of the iPhone 12. So guys, that was all of the news surrounding Apple's supply chain and what they had to say about this year's 2020 iPad Pro coming later in the fourth quarter, and then the iPhone 12 actually not being delayed as of yet. If you guys liked today's video, give it a like. Also, get subscribed and hit that notification bell button to get updates on when any of our content is released. If you want to catch up with me on Twitter, here's my Twitter handle. You can go ahead, follow me on Twitter. The QR code is there in the corner. So guys, thank you again for watching today's video, and hopefully I'll be catching you guys in some upcoming content.